So, managing cravings has been one of my biggest challenges for healthy living. Like, I end up eating healthy, but then I end up junking or snacking, and it balances out. This has been a problem for a long time. But one of the main things that shifted for me a few months back was that both my parents started going back to office and I was completely home alone, and this removed the guilt and shame of ordering from Swiggy and Zomato. So I ordered left, right, and center. I ordered pizza, I ordered burger, I ordered pasta, I ordered sandwich, I ordered dessert, sometimes multiple orders a day on almost every single day. It made me feel absolutely shitty. Like, it makes you feel numb and it causes a lot of lethargy, and then you don't get things done because you are just so much obsessed with eating that and the order coming in that nothing work gets done. So it's terrible in all ways. So there was this one defining day where I went out to the station with my mother. We had a dabeli, which was fine, which was good. But then she went to some shop alone, and I ended up eating dahi puri without telling her. And I felt so full as hell. And then I was craving dessert on the way back, and I didn't have Zomato or Swiggy, so I figured out that you can order Zomato on the web, and I ended up ordering waffle. And when I reached home, the Belgian waffle was there, and I had that too. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I also felt guilty because even mom noticed and she was like, what is going on? And it was just like the tipping point. I'm like, something is wrong, you need to deal with it. Around this time I was doing Erin May Henry's Killer Confidence course, and she had this whole module on limiting beliefs and reprogramming them. So she has a point that you have to attack the limiting beliefs and stories at the point of action or at the point of not action. So in my case, at the point where I was ordering is when I should see what are the beliefs and the thoughts and the stories going on, and then reprogramming them using various techniques available to us like EFT, mirror work, meditation, journaling, therapy. It can look different for everyone. I was fascinated by EFT. EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. So, what is EFT? It is basically tapping various points on your heads and neck. So, how it works is that our mind is like, if you have that iceberg image, 95% is the subconscious and only 5% is conscious. And the subconscious cannot make choices, it can only run the program that you have. So it only does whatever reprogramming that has been done from childhood, whatever stories you've heard, it takes the choices based on that. So all these techniques, reprogramming techniques, help you work in this subconscious area so that you can replace the old story and bring in a new story that is more serving to you. So specifically, tapping combines like Chinese acupressure and modern psychology. So basically, there are some meridian points like this, here, and here, and here, and you tap these points while also first saying the unwanted stories that are stopping you or causing you trouble, and then with time eventually saying the new stories that you want for yourself. Some of the resources: Brad Yates, he has a ton of videos on YouTube, right from the intro to tapping on various topics. Then there is the Tapping Solution, they have their website and the app. And then there are Instagrammers like or influencers like Gala Darling and Hoffman Smith. If you're more like fun reels and like more vibey stuff, if you like that, then you can go with their content. But so I just binge watched Brad Yates to get the general flow of what to say when you tap here and what to say when you tap here, and I got the general flow of it. But then I also knew that I had to personalize it for myself, for what my story is, because only then it would be as effective, otherwise it would just wouldn't be as effective. So to personalize it, I had to answer the three questions given by Erin. So the first is, what is the belief or story that is holding me back? And the second is, why is this belief not true? And give yourself examples to prove that. And third is, what is the new story or belief that I can adopt which will help to like help me serve better, maybe help me take the action required or not do the things that I'm supposed to do. So after the great tipping point dabeli day, I sat down and wrote all the beliefs that were making it okay for me to eat like this, for me to order like this. And so the points that came up was, whenever I felt like confusion or irritation or boredom, this was a great way to reduce it. Like these high calorie foods were a great way to numb it. Then if I felt any slight or great physical pain in some area, then eating these foods will numb it and make it like vanish. Then if I feel like, basically, yeah, if I feel irritated in any way, then this is a great way to like put it down. And another thing is, if there is some task I have to do or some actions that I have to take, then this suppresses and distracts effectively, because it takes up so much time and mind space, and then it causes lethargy that I do not have to take action or do the work that I have to do. I used to combine it with YouTube or a movie, so the dopamine rush is just insane. Like you forget everything, you just like totally high kind of a thing, because there is the combined if the dopamine of the food and the movie or the YouTube. So I kind of combined the next two questions about why this belief is not true and what is a new story or belief that I can adopt. So I just realized that all these are mechanisms of suppression of emotions, suppression of the things that I have to do, suppression of pain. And whatever is suppressed will show up later in different forms. So I also thought about the various harms it was doing me. So I decided that instead of being like, I eat healthy, I eat raw, I wanted to reprogram how harmful this behavior was for me. So, first is mentally, it leads to not solving the problems that I'm facing, leading to stuck growth and diminished cycles. Then it also leads to not taking action towards my goals, so like leading to a life of regret and unreached potential and all of that. Then emotionally, it leads to suppression of emotions, leading to not me dealing with them and facing them, and them being suppressed in different parts of the body, which will later show up in various difficult forms. And I'm also denying myself the opportunity to move through my emotions and across it. And also it is keeping me stuck in a pain pleasure cycle kind of a thing. And it's keeping me from the joy of mindfulness. It's keep me addictive. Then physically, it leads to a lot of lethargy, a lot of stomach stress, a lot of weight gain, all of that, like really a lot of toxins in my body. So to do like a one demo kind of a thing, so the initial days of me saying this, I was still ordering. So if like it would go like this. So you have to start with your karate chop point and say something like this, and then you have to move towards the other points and say the other thoughts. So this is the first, this is the second, this is the third, this is the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. It would go something like this. Even though I ordered pizza today and I feel really guilty and shameful, I choose to love and accept myself completely. Even though I know that this is wrong for me and I'm still doing this, I choose to love and accept myself completely. So, moving on. I know that this doing this action is causing great harm to my mental, physical, and emotional health. Mentally, it is leading to stuck cycles. Emotionally, it's leading to suppression of emotions, and physically, it's leading to weight gain and lethargy. And I do not want this for myself, and it is not good for me, and like that. So, yeah, this is a short version. So you keep doing this till it feels that the story has seeped in. And I used to do it for a month or so whenever got time during the day or before sleeping. And slowly and steadily, the effects started showing up. So success day is the day I realized that something's happening, is that I went to station again with mom, and I didn't feel like eating anything. And my mom wanted to eat pani puri and I didn't want to eat that also. So I'm like, yes, something is happening, and then like same situation and completely different me. yeah, that compulsive need to order or that acting on that thought has reduced by 80 to 90%. Those thoughts do come up, Arey, I should eat pizza or I should eat burger, but the chance of me acting on it has reduced by a great percentage. I do not feel as addicted to it, but I'm still working on, it's like a still work in progress. Chocolate is something that I'm still working on, but then this has been like a huge thing, like mentally, because this was one big self sabotage that was keeping me again and again, even if I exercised and ate healthy otherwise. So I feel really good and proud about this. And I think that this technique is really powerful, and this is one version of it. It can be used for your goals, for your dreams, for anxiety, for, there's like no end to what this can do. It can also be around, like, just if you're feeling some emotion, like you're feeling a lot of anger or feeling a lot of fear, you can just tap and say those feelings. You don't have to necessarily have a positive feeling. So even that is so powerful. It will like reduce the intensity of those negative feelings and help you deal with it so much better. So yeah, this technique is insane. I hope that you try it and let me know how it was for you. And I'm looking forward to change a lot of stories with EFT and share it with you. And so, yeah, until next time, bye.